Okay, yeah. All right. So I want to use this time to say good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending on which part of the world you are. And welcome to the Logan's Hour again. And I'm going to be here with you today. I'm Philip Logan. And today going to be a little interesting. And I want to say to my friend and brother, Vincent Willie, Representative Vincent Willie, welcome to Indiana. Uh, I'm actually unable to be at where you are right now. I know you guys are all there, sit there for the dinner and the meet and greet. But unfortunately, I have to serve my people because this is there's an obligation that I signed up to that I will do this. And I know I will see you. I will see Mr. Riz W. Basigia before you leave. But I just couldn't abandon the show today. And but I know I will see my dear brother. So I want to say a very big thank you to everyone who's following us here tonight again. Like always, I love my committed people who always log onto the Logan's hour. I know on Tuesday was fun. A lot of people were just hanging on and just waiting. And I saw the numbers were they were kind of a low. And at a certain point in time, when I got to the interesting part of the story, I just see the number just popping up, pop, 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 pop. I'm like, what's going on? I want to say to my brother Zion Glacheyi, I know you're following us tonight. I'm so happy that you were safe from the accident this morning. The crime ambassador had a motor accident this morning, and I'm happy that he's okay and he's recovering gradually. Mr. Ambassador, I want to say that God spare your life. Don't forget to tell him thank you for that. And to all of my people who always follow us here, I want to say thank you for always making it your duty, always logging onto the logins hour to know about issues that is unfolding within our little town here. And to all of those who watch the show secretly, because I know tons of them who watch the show secretly, and one of them the other day met me and openly confessed and said, "Hey, listen, I can watch your show." I said, "But I never saw you watching the show before." He said, "But I gotta click on the show." But anyway, thank you as well, and to all of those from my church and other places who watch the show on YouTube. I want to say thanks to everyone, and I really do appreciate you people. It's because of you people I'm here, and let's do it together. Let's make this thing happen. So we will start the way we normally start. Our usual way of starting. We're going to talk about promos and advertisement. Then we go to um, our original topic. So first of all, on the 13th of August, it's going to be your brother Jan Volule. He will be getting married to his beautiful wife Jennifer. So I hope you get your shoes ready. It's going to be at Green Pasture Wall or Reach. Jan Volula will be getting married to his beautiful wife, Jennifer. The address is 4903 South High School, Indianapolis, Indiana, 46221. So if you don't know that, know it now. Try to get your shoe ready and get ready because it's going to be hot. When it comes to Jan, it has to be good. He's one of the young person in town here who always support people's stuff. So get ready. Then my own said, oh man, the Gibson family. So the Gibson family invites you to the graduation cookout. So their graduation cookout they'll be honoring their son, Andy Gibson. It's not Annie, it's Andy. Andy. So they will be honoring the son, Andy Gibson. It's going to be on Saturday, May 28th at 3 o'clock p.m. So the address is right here, 7708 Gold Rush Drive. It's going to be in Kimby, Indiana, 46113. So please save this date. You all know Annie Gibson. You all know Mama G. The woman they call Annie Gibson. She can go to everybody program. Trust me. The only time you won't see the woman to your program when she's working. I remember our program, when I look around, I couldn't see her. I knew something wasn't right. Tuesday, when I came on, immediately she said, "Oh, Logan, I was working." I said, "I knew it. I knew it." Because you see, Annie Gibson and few of the other people in town that I already know, they don't just miss activities when you invite them. They don't just turn you down. They always show up. So I'm calling on the community. I'm calling on everybody who know Annie Gibson, her son, they'll be honoring their son, Andy. So it's gonna be Andy graduation cookout. It's gonna be on Saturday, May 28th at 3 o'clock p.m. So the address is 7708 Gold Rush Drive. So it's gonna be Canby, Indiana 46113. So please save the date. Get ready on the 28th on Saturday. Andy, they'll be having the cook-off for Andy. So, Healthcare Day. So, you all know the vice president of the Librarian Association of Indiana, Sis Miko Koke. She's involved when it comes to the health and wellness of every librarian living in Indiana. So, I think if you've been seeing on the group chat and on other chats, she been posting this issue about Healthcare Day. So it's going to be on Saturday, June 25th. Please save this date. It is good to save it on your calendar because you will know when that time comes, your calendar might just remind you as to the Healthcare Day. Get ready and let's go and know about what's happening. So it's going to be on Saturday, June 25th, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. You're going to be at 5240 South Concord. So it's CONCORD Street, Indianapolis, Indiana, 46217. And the essence of this program here, you're going to everything you need to know about your physical health. So everything you need to know about your physical health, they're going to be educating you. So you're going to be health education and some point of care services. So they're going to be doing blood pressure, diabetes, stroke, heart attack, mental health, prostate cancer, diet, and any other thing you think about. So for more information, you can also call Pastor Christopher Fowler, or you can call Pastor Law. You can call Pastor Kerry. So Pastor Fowler number here is 317-658-3816. Pastor Lloyd number is 609-414-8142. And Pastor Kerry number is 317-893-6094. So it's everything about your health. It's good to know about your health. The reason why sometimes we die prematurely because we feel everything is okay with us. We don't check our status. We don't go to the hospital. We don't even care to know about our own health status. We just keep moving on and accepting business as usual. So this time around, Sis Miko Koke, she's saying to you, listen, you might look healthy, you might seem healthy, but it is important that you come and get some health education. You could come there, they could check your BP and whatever is going on with you. And at a certain point in time, you can understand some few things that you thought you were getting right, but not knowing you have been getting it wrong. So I'm calling on everybody to please show up at this program, this healthcare day. So it's going to be Saturday, June 25th. It's going to be healthcare day, June 25th, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. So you're going to be at um, 5240 South Congress Street, Indianapolis, Indiana 46217. Thank you. So let's go to a little short topic here. We'll not be here for too long as I plan because we have other things that have come up and we have to handle as well. But as you all know, on Tuesday, I make some pronouncement up here, and I openly stated that I will be a fighter to consider in this November election of the Liberian Association. And immediately when I said that, hell broke loose. I could see the group chat going up and down, people misview and different things. People starts to say. But let me say this. I appreciate everybody. Whether you accept it in good faith, whether you accept it in bad faith, what matter is this community. I ain't gonna be like some of your typical politicians who destroy everything only because they want power. I ain't gonna do that. So if you ever feels you're gonna use my name to gain some relevance, that's cool. That's cool. You can use it. And right now they got a program called Open Bench. All they can talk about is just Philip looking, Philip looking, Philip looking, Philip looking. That's cool. That's healthy. And I told Open Bench the other day, I said, congratulations. They have been spewing lies. I have seen some of the comments, some of the messages that I, Philip, say you guy, Logan, call the young people of the Liberian community criminals. Does that even sound right? Can this character sitting in front of you, who has worked on his character for years, who have lived an exemplary life, can I be so brave enough to turn to my fellow colleagues, young people who I have fought for over the years, all my existence from school? I have been working in the interest of young people. Then I will migrate to Indiana and call young people criminals. And I see those young guys who have managed to further degenerate the community over the time. And they just keep repeating the same thing. He called young people criminal. He gotta come and apologize. And I'm so sad. I'm so sorry for some of my friends who have never taken the time to listen for themselves and have to join the bandwagon and just go with the same story. He have to come and apologize to the young people of this community because he called the young people criminal. Does that even sound right? Why can't you question the messenger, the person who giving you that story? I know some of you have heard that. Some of you heard it. But for some of you who wasn't on the program at the time, when I defended my organization, Indiana Young Men Association, just for clarity's sake, I will make that clarity here. And I'm so happy that my IT person went and captured the identical portion on that video that I said that Indiana Young Men Association is an association that has rules and regulations. To become member of Indiana Young Men Association, there are set criteria you have to pass through. And part of those is you have to fill the membership form, you have to attend a meeting, and you have to express your interest. Then subsequently, your application go through the screening process. And the reason for which Indiana Young Men Association have all of those requirements is because they place a very high premium on people's character. And because of that, you pass through the process to become member. So Indiana Young Men Association will not accept criminal. That's what I said. Because the reason why you go through the screening process is to make sure you are in good standing, your records are clean, and you are not coming to influence other people with your negative response or your negative behavior or your negative character. Is that a bad thing to do for any organization? Why, when you go to your job can do background check. You can ask a job why you're doing background check. And you came to an institution that have a standard, and it tells you this is our standard. Then you complain. Listen to this video for me. We are open to transformation. This is why this organization was funded for. The organization have existed in this community for like 4 years plus. Why is it now that people want to question how do you become member of this unique organization? It's clear. If you want to become member, you don't just meet the president on the street and say, oh, I want to become member of the organization. Those are not how things work. We have to be institutional builder. We have to be respecter of the laws of any organization, regardless how big or small it is. You don't meet the member in the street and say, my man, I want to be a member of your organization. This is not a boss club we are running. This is an institution. The same way you respect any other institution out there, you have to respect this as an institution. You follow the rightful channel. You go to the membership committee, you express your interest, they give you a copy of the Constitution first. You go, you read the Constitution and see what the organization is all about, then you declare your membership. When you declare your membership, they have a process that they call the screening process. The reason why we don't just allow you to just walk through, because we are more key when it comes to image and character building. We don't take people who have a mischaracters or tainted records. We don't. It's not because it's open to all Africans. Why would we want to take criminals? So it's a simple thing that you have to do. This is you see, the first thing about the institution that make this institution. So now there you have it. It is very clear. And like I said, those people who are running with stories and say, I call the young people criminal because they have nothing to say. And I'm sorry for some of my friends who never listen and run with borrowed heads and join the bandwagons and start to say the same thing. Oh, they make her a criminal. They make her a criminal. You heard it for yourself. They are laid down procedures. And why we have no procedures? Because we will not accept criminals in our midst. But because they know a lot of people will not have the chance to go back and find a specific portion on that video So they start running with it. Oh, the man calling young people criminal. Oh, the man need to come and apologize. Now I have make it clear. People have listened. So I will know what open bench you're going to discuss on Saturday. I'm going to play again. We are open to transformation. This is why this organization was funded for. The organization have existed in this community for like 4 years plus. Why is it now that people want to question how do you become member of this unique organization? It's clear. If you want to become member, you don't just meet the president on the street and say, oh, I want to become member of the organization. Those are not how things work. We have to be institutional builder. We have to be respecter of the laws of any organization, regardless how big or small it is. You don't meet the member in the street and say, my man, I want to be a member of your organization. This is not a boss club we are running. This is an institution. The same way you respect any other institution out there, you have to respect this as an institution. You follow the rightful channel. You go to the membership committee, you express your interest, they give you a copy of the Constitution first. You go, you read the Constitution and see what the organization is all about, then you declare your membership. When you declare your membership, they have a process that they call the screening process. The reason why we don't just allow you to just walk through, because we are more key when it comes to image and character building. We don't take people who have a missed characters or tainted records. We don't. It's not because it's open to all Africans. Why would we want to take criminals? So it's a simple thing that you have to do. This is you see, the first thing about the institution that make this institution so unique, we do not believe in individual. This is how a lot of organizations lose the flavor. The reason. So now you heard it for yourself. So when they're running around talking about, oh, he called all criminals, he called all criminals. Those of you that have listened to it, stand in their faces and say you lie. You are a big black liar. This is how they have managed all the time to divide the community during election. They use political rhetoric. They manipulate people because they want to gain favor. They put false allegations, accuse you falsely, and they want you to go to the public to exonerate yourself. And simple thing you said, that's they started misconstrued. You heard it for yourself tonight. They're running all around. Sorry for my other friend who speak from Boroughheads. He served this community before. We expect him to be speaking from an informed position, but he speak from Boroughheads. You only speak from what he hear people say. Then he also tried to question my integrity and call me out. Mr. Logan need to come and apologize. Yeah, you will call young people in the community criminals. Now I'm asking you people to go back and listen. It's very simple, easy. The other thing they had to say again, that I, Philip Logan, called him a talk. Why should I call another person a talk? Why? What, have we reached that far that you start calling your brothers talk? I said simple thing. I said I don't pay attention to street talks. TALKS. I said it. Then people started to run with it. Oh, he called a talk. The man said, we young people, we are talk. You guys have to listen well. You have to listen well. Politics time will come, it will go. The community will remain. Young people will always remain. We have this community to build together. When we destroy it, we will live in it destroy. Everybody can take a side. Like my brother Albert. Albert openly said he support another candidate. Should I get versed with Albert? I told Albert, congratulations. That's the beauty of democracy. We all have to choose a side. And the people start, oh, he called talk. They may call talk. And they have whole show say anything. And some of you who never listen to it, I know you are confused that Philip Logan call you people criminal. That ain't sounding right. Listen to the part they say according to talk. Listen to this part. It's clearly in Article 5 on a membership. So Indiana Young Men Association is not a group that tells people you cannot come and be part of this unique organization. But again, you cannot control what people say. You can only deal with the facts. And that's why sometimes when people try to trivialize issues, try to do street talks, I don't participate in street talks. I don't. Indiana Young Men Association is a legitimate organization that registered with the state of Indiana and do business in Indiana. And this organization, according to its formation, can be sued, and this organization can sue, pleaded, and be played under the law of Indiana. So the existence of the organization, when you go to the Constitution, this organization should have perpetual existence. The only reason I'm speaking today is because this has to do with this noble institution that I am currently the president. And I'm speaking in my capacity as the current president of this unique organization. So when you go to chapter 5 of this organization, it tells you here clear. Chapter 5. So I just try to play a little part of it because no, Albert, trust me, I'm coming for you, my brother. I just try to make some little clarity because, some people who already knows me and know what I'm capable of doing and know how I have maintained my characters over the years. And to hear that I, Philip Logan, call young people criminals, they couldn't believe that. They were like, that don't represent you and that make no sense. We know you don't want to speak to it, but just go and play it on your show for people that never follow your show at the time so they can have the opportunity. That's why I'm playing it here. Now, everybody have known the truth. So they have nothing to say again. So when you come back on wherever chat and go say, oh, Philip Looking call people criminal, somebody gonna say you lie. And this gonna be posted even on the chat. You are on using your fingers to tap. This community, this Liberian community, is all we have. You know, my sister, fake news for you. That's what they're running with. Oh, they make her a criminal. Then my other brother, hey, God, you know what? I just don't want to call names because it's just giving people undue relevance. Somebody who I had in very high esteem. He used to be to his working place. He called me. We talked some other issues. So now he'll call my phone, Mr. Logan, and we talk. Good conversations. Politics. Turn him different way. To the point where he called me out to apologize for things that he never listened to. And I just look at him and smile. I like, are you killing? You even know who you're dealing with. Because for me, I see politics as fun. Whoever wins, the community wins. I necessarily got to be president of the Liberian community, so I'm not bitter about it. Whoever wins, the community wins. And I will be the first person to give my concession speech. Even at the inaugural hall, I will be sitting on the front row to congratulate whoever person and work with whoever person. So the way you people see it, I don't see it that way. I'm open. I'm an open-minded person. I don't move like a toy car. My interest and my focus is the success of the community. It do not tie to an individual. And the reason I'm involved with this community, because I have invested in this community. I have children who live in the community. So when you come up and you don't have anything to say, and all you have to say is to denigrate, to malign people's character, you guys need to stop. Those things don't represent young people. We are in a different time and a different age. Those days of people using out of manipulations, it has to stop. It has to stop. It has to stop. Small community with less than 400 people. You're making community election seem like some big national election that everybody might get so bitter and insult people and tear everything apart. Then whoever person become president cannot unite a community because of the kind of unnecessary news that people have been spreading. Those messages, if you have energy, you can have those same energy to go and visit some old people, go to some people, yeah, who cannot cut their own grass and help to cut some grass. Instead of just spewing some unnecessary things that will further degenerate our community. We are all open to dialogues. All these various platforms are important in our community. It helps to educate, it helps to inform. But don't be spreading fake news. Don't be maligning people's character. Why would you turn to somebody and tell them to apologize for something they never said? What's the rationale beyond that? What you wanted to prove? Or you thought I couldn't go back, or my IT person couldn't go back to the exact portion of what I said in the recording and come and play again? The community will always be here. Politics will come and pass. Politics time, we will discuss politics. I'm open to anything. I'm open to people scrutinizing. I'm open to people saying whatever. But my hard-earned character that I worked for over the years, when you attack him, he will get the other side of me. I'm not a saint though, but I certain things I cannot do. I have standards. I have principles that I live by. Now, you make the community seems, you make people to feel that I call young people criminal and I play the identical recording. For those of you that wasn't here and that never listened to the recording, listen for yourself and analyze it for yourself. We are open to transformation. This is why this organization was funded for. The organization have existed in this community for like 4 years plus. Why is it now that people want to question how do you become member of this unique organization? It's clear. If you want to become member, you don't just meet the president on the street and say, oh, I want to become member of the organization. Those are not how things work. We have to be institutional builder. We have to be respecter of the laws of any organization, regardless how big or small it is. You don't meet the member in the street and say, my man, I want to be a member of your organization. This is not a boss club we are running. This is an institution. The same way you respect any other institution out there, you have to respect this as an institution. You follow the rightful channel. You go to the membership committee, you express your interest, they give you a copy of the Constitution first. You go, you read the Constitution and see what the organization is all about, then you declare your membership. When you declare your membership, they have a process that they call the screening process. The reason why we don't just allow you to just walk through, because we are more key when it comes to image and character building. We don't take people who have a missed characters or tainted records. We don't. It's not because it's open to all Africans. Why would we want to take criminals? So it's a simple thing that you have to do. So you heard it for yourself. It's clear, very clear. So it's very easy. Now you have heard it for yourself. So there's no argument about it. There's no argument about it. Fatima family, how dare can you come here and say this organization refused to work with area youth department? How can you say so? You called a meeting at area headquarters. Who you saw there? You saw the president of of LDI. I was present. While very few people from the community never show up. You called a youth meeting at a place. I was present. So what you want the organization to do? There are so many other organizations in town here. They have their own functions. Our MA guys have their function. They didn't necessarily have to be everywhere. I represented them. I was there. So that was enough. Which specific program you have, with the exception of the court issue and the zoo? And I told you the reason why I couldn't be there. You had a court donation and you and Peter went. By extension, Peter is one of our members. So if Peter were there, it's our MA as well. The children at the zoo, at the museum, I was a little busy. Every time we talk. So why can you question the men's group? Why can you question Chalano? Why can you question the Bon County Association? I think you people have to give people credit sometimes for the little. We were all on your game net. We supported your game night. I have my wife's sake. I have my daughter's sake. I have my son's sake. Every one of them had cough and cold. I abandoned them. Only because I gave you my word. And right after the next day, you people went on an open bench and politicized it. And I was sitting and I heard you speaking. And you never make them understand that you contacted me to play that role on your program. But instead, you people politicize it. And because of that, you people will shy young people away from even coming to identify with the youth department. The youth department should be void of politics. It should be an institution that serves as magnet that will grab every young person from everywhere, regardless of your political background. You don't politicize the youth department. The youth department is a separate branch that grab youth from every angle. The same standard you hold our MA to participate in any of your programs, you have to hold other people like that. You have to ask other organizations to be a part. Every time we talk, we have a program, you call me, hey, Mr. Logan, what do you make of this? What do you make of this? Thank you, my brother Jeremiah Chie. I will send you the guard number. I will send you the guard number. Yeah, so Fatima family, you're my own sister. Let me be honest with you. Sometimes your comments, I feel you can be a little biased. Let me be honest with you tonight. The position you are heading now as the chair on the youth department, all of the young people are looking up to you. From every angle, they are looking up to you. Do not allow few people who have never identified a role in the community to make you, Fatima family, to politicize the youth department. That area is not a political area. We want, if you're calling a youth forum, we want people from everywhere, all of the groupings, to be part of that youth forum. People shouldn't see you to be biased. When people start to see you to be biased, they will not support the youth department. We have identified over the time that the most important part of the organization that can grab the younger generation and have them united, it is that youth department. Evidence is the program the other night. We saw the older folks coming up, we talked to them, and you and I have a talk that this is healthy for our community. We need to have more of these kind of program that will bring the young people up, and we can tap into their own God-given talents to know what is it we can do for the young people. So that is not just our MA efforts, that's collective effort. That's something that the men's group, the Chalano, the Sister Love, and all of the other groups will have to come together and pull ideas together and see how well we can work with the youth department. But every time when I see you and we're talking about this, you say it's our MA. You think because they say our MA, Indiana Young Men Association, so it means everybody in our MA they get 13 years old? So the same standard you want to hold our MA to, there are a lot of social or civil organizations here, a lot of civil grouping. So the first thing you need to do, you have to take a list and get down all of the groupings. And you, my sister, sometimes they say open rebuke is better than secret love. But come from a neutral point. Come from a neutral point. Don't make people start seeing you to be a little bias. You and Rose the other day, I watch you people. And when you were talking there, you never gave me the credit to say, oh, the program where other y'all couldn't come to, he was the first there. And I asked him to do this. And it was because of him that the program we even had it in the night, because the program was even slated for in the day, 4 o'clock. And nobody showed up. Everybody showed up after 11. And I told you, I said, listen, even if they come after 11, this program should not stop. Continue this forum. You know, I made mention of that. We are open to working with any group. Once your idea align with us, we are. So the issue is let's work together for the betterment of this community. Let's work together for the betterment of the community. We can all do it together. It's not about one group keep carrying all of the burdens. There are so many groups here. And there are so many things we can do together as people of this community. That's what I said when you listen to me from the beginning. We shouldn't allow politics. We shouldn't allow politics to further degenerate our community. After community election, there should be town hall meeting. There should be means to bring the community back together. There should be workings in unison. But we cannot allow ourselves to be divided when there's just community election where Abba can stand ready, somebody stand ready, say, who all want Abba put your hand up? The person put their hand on the election is over. But just to make the process unique, that's why the community say, okay, you know what happened? We'll do election commissioner, candidate registration, debate, and election. Those are all just the means to an end. At the end of the day, you have somebody have to work with president, vice president, secretary general, chaplain, and all the formality that's the structure of government. So whoever becomes the person who is steering the affairs of the community, the person cannot tell you how to run your home. So why we get so bitter? Why when somebody take a side and everybody get vested with the person? Why when somebody declare their intention and invest with the person? Everybody has the right to contest if you want to. Once you live in the community, you're able to pay your dues, you are in compliance, You meet all the requirements that the Constitution gives. So what's stopping you? We are all leaders in our era of gifting. Some people are leading in different fields. Some people choose the path of being community leader. Some people choose the path of being representative. Some people choose the path of being carpenter, soccer player, basketball player. They are not wrong for choosing their path. Chocopy, that's beautiful. Whoever wins, the community win. I don't necessarily have to. All I want is the civility in this community. I will respect whoever person become the president. Everybody who went to that election process, come up, congratulate that person, and work along for the betterment of the community. I know sometimes it gets so tense. People use all the diversionary tactics. But on a serious note, what matters is this community that we live in. It's this community that we live in. Tonight, I should have been with my friend and brother, Vincent Willie. We always say we are first cousin, he and myself. I couldn't be there, Representative Vincent Willie. Right now, they are in Westfield. I should have been there. But because I took this as an assignment to come here Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, it's a commitment I said I will do for my community. But this message shouldn't just be from me. This message should be from every one of us, all the organizations in town here, all the various church groupings and other organizations and individuals. Let us not further degenerate this community. All we can do is to work together. We will go to election. One person going to come up victorious. Whoever person come up victorious, let's work along. Let's embrace that person. After election, we shouldn't just feel hurt because somebody says something that I cannot agree to, or somebody says something to me that denigrate my character, that because of that I cannot work with that person anymore. We have seen it. It has happened here. And this time around, we are saying, gone are those days. Let's have different way of politicking. This is Indiana, and this is the Liberian community. This is where we are for now. The reason I'm speaking on this community often because I live here. If I were in Minnesota or in Chicago or whatever place, I will have no fish to fry here. That's why even when you go to the court can ask you, what's your standing? What's your interest in that place? So I want to say thanks to everyone. Thanks to everyone who followed me tonight. And just for some of you who never listened to this video, that you heard people say all around that I call young people criminals, listen to it again. We are open to transformation. This is why this organization was funded for. The organization have existed in this community for like 4 years plus. Why is it now that people want to question how do you become member of this unique organization? It's clear. If you want to become member, you don't just meet the president on the street and say, oh, I want to become member of the organization. Those are not how things work. We have to be institutional builder. We have to be respecter of the laws of any organization, regardless how big or small it is. You don't meet the member in the street and say, my man, I want to be a member of your organization. This is not a boss club we are running. This is an institution. The same way you respect any other institution out there, you have to respect this as an institution. You follow the rightful channel. You go to the membership committee, you express your interest, they give you a copy of the Constitution first. You go, you read the Constitution and see what the organization is all about, then you declare your membership. When you declare your membership, they have a process that they call the screening process. The reason why we don't just allow you to just walk through, because we are more key when it comes to image and character building. We don't take people who have a missed characters or tainted records. We don't. It's not because it's open to all Africans. Why would we want to take criminals? So it's a simple thing that you have to do. This is you see, the first thing about the institution that make this institution so unique, we do not believe in individual. This is how a lot of organizations lose the flavor. Okay, so there you go. There you have it. I guess everyone have listened. So that's the beauty of politics. People just cook some things. So I appreciate all those who cook. I appreciate all those who run with falsehood. But there's a caveat. You got to be careful with what you run with. You got to be careful what you say to people. You got to be careful how you call people, because character defamation, you could be sued. You could be sued for that. Well, I got 10 minutes here. So if you want to participate tonight, I appreciate it. Everybody, you can call, you can say whatever. But this is the number. You can call, and trust me, we're going to answer your call, and we're going to give you the opportunity to speak on whatever you think is faked. But you got to stick to what we are on here tonight. I know Mr. Jan Volule want to call. Mr. Jan Volule, I would appreciate if you call, because I think you are one of those people who said, I, Philip Logan, call young people criminal. So you can call and make that clarity here tonight as well. So I'm just going to play one music, and if no calls coming, then I will say bye-bye. So you're going to be from... Hold on, I'm about to play one song by Teddy Ra before we can take our essay in the split second. It's called Allow Me to Drink My Liquor. Everything key on the screen. Okay. Let me play it from Teddy Ra. I'm going to take it from the top. Allow me to drink my liquor.
Liquor. Let me spot you my liquor. Allow me to drink my liquor. Oh yeah. The year, plenty things that do happen for me. The year, of my enemy will bad and love me. For me. The year, oh. Yeah, the year, plenty things that do happen. Yeah, we not making it listen. When I chilling with you, and when I calling with Bob, we not making it listen. The year we first to make plenty kabaki, we not making it listen. Plenty things that do happen the year. Oh my God, I'm happy the year. Plenty things that do happen the year. Oh my God, I'm happy the year. When I chilling with you, yeah, when I calling with Bob, every day I hustle to make my living. Organ also to make my living. Sagi for what's up there, stop my living, yeah. They cannot stop it, can't stop my living, So me say, allow me to drink my liquor. Allow me to drink my liquor. Let me spot you my liquor. Allow me to drink my liquor. Allow me to drink my liquor. Allow me to drink my liquor. Let me spot you my liquor. Allow me to drink my liquor. The year, plenty things that do happen for me. The year, of my enemy bad and love me. For me. The Plenty things I don't happy, yeah. Yeah, we not making it listen. When I chillin' with you, and when I callin' with Bob, we not making it listen. Yeah, we first to me, plenty kabaki, we not making it listen. Yeah. They are no doubt for my dog. They are no G for my dog. They are no doubt for your dog. Yeah. They are no G for your dog. They are. I measure what to show you. I measure what. Oh my God, I measure what to show you. So me say, allow me to treat my leg up. Allow me to treat my leg up. Let me fall, let me spot you my leg up. Allow me to treat my leg up. Allow me to treat my leg up. Allow me to treat my leg up. Let me fall, let me spot you my leg up. Allow me to treat my leg up. The year, plenty things I do happen for me. The year, of my enemy, bad and low. The year, plenty things I do happy, yeah. We not making it listen. When I chillin' with you, and when I callin' with Bob, we not making it listen. Yeah, we first to me, plenty kabaki, we not making it listen.
You got money left, Johnny. You funny.
There you have it. That's my boy Teddy Rod. So I had a line open for I think 10 minutes or something, and nobody want to call. So that's cool. It mean make the clarity. So I was very clear in making the clarity, and my RT person did a very good job to capture the identical portion where people were just running around and lying that I said young people this. So we play it here, and just that some people are just it's like the person who uh he said somebody died and they came to you and said the person you said died, the person sitting right, he said, but I stay by my story. That's how they those who just running and after the truth have been revealed and they stay saying we stand by us too. Like the other person who following me here tonight. I don't know if the Chicopee, if it's the Chicopee I know, but if that's the Chicopee I know, then whatever she's saying here is not too strange to me. So um let me play another song before I can start to take my essay.
Yeah, why not? Shit, man. Here's my answer, man.
Move! You know the name, right? Benny on the beats. You don't need to talk about it. We can keep it on the low. We can keep it on the low. Keep it on the low. Baby, you got me catching feelings and I know you feel the same. Hey, and when you come around, you make me really wanna be your man. Hey, you make me wanna give it to you nice and slow all night long. And make our moment last, but we don't need to talk about it. We can keep it on the low. We can keep it on the low. Keep it on the low. Talk about something, the only one thing. Girl, you know what a real nigga want. no pretending. You know you want me, but you afraid to give me your love. All night long, I'm gonna give it to you. I know what you want. Give me your love. All night long, I'm gonna give it to you. I know what you want, baby. You need to talk about it. Oh, oh. We can keep it on the low. Oh, oh, oh. We can keep it on the low.
Keep it on the low, shawty. Little shawty, ain't no need to talk about it. Just come through once you show me that you bout it. The little things that we do, keep it on the low. And when the mother bitches ask, tell them I'm the bro. Hey, they feel amazing every time we lay. Hey, I want them all each and every day. Hey, got little mama wetter than the lane. Hey, I'm putting work and I'm taking breaks. So you ain't got a flex with the mother dudes. Oh, ask me all them questions like an interview. Christian Louboutin, she got bloody shoes. Just like Cardi B, making money move. Yeah, you play your part, we can do it.
Alrighty, so this Saturday, remember my dear friend brother James Balakaba at the park. He distributed his flyer for his all wear party coming up this Saturday. I don't have the flyer right here now. I wanted to give the actual date and the location. So show up. You're gonna have the what's his name? The guy that sang this song here. You need to mind your business. You need to mind your damn business. He's gonna be in town here as well. So I'm calling on everybody to show up and support your brother James Barakaba. So until we meet again, I want to say good night. Please keep your door closed and make sure to check your windows. May God bless you. May God keep you. Good night. Bye bye.